where to next, fellas? Should
Let's
we
go on
get into
something
some?
more fun because goddamn that was depressing.
Yeah.
Can we talk about goddamn Chainsaw Man, please? Because
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
we can talk about episode 2 because episode 3 just dropped yesterday. Because this, Chainsaw Man Tuesday is a real thing. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I caught up. I haven't watched episode 3. I think it dropped yesterday. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I did watch Bleach, so we can get into that too. The Thousand Year War, but yeah, man. When you described this show, I still wasn't prepared. Like, holy shit. Because at first I was like, okay, like this guy doesn't have any kind of chainsaws. Like, what the hell? And then he has like his little dog that's like a little chainsaw himself. But then like I understand like, okay, this is how he becomes Chainsaw Man. But like he is fucking thirsty. He is. But then again, it makes sense because he's like, dude, he has a shitty ass fucking life. Holy shit, his dad died and he like had to take over his debt. It's like, and like the guy who owns his dad debt is like, hey, look, I know your dad died and all, but if you don't have $70,000 at this time, you gonna be dead too. It's like he's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, dude? Like, but then like, yeah, it's fucking funny, but man, like, so he's part of this new organization and stuff, and like he's going out. He's like what is it called when he's doing a ride along with another
Yeah, with that
demon
other guy. I
slayer.
forget his fucking name,
Yeah,
but goddamn.
yeah. But that guy's thirsty too. But yeah, there's a scene that happens in the alleyway.
Well, we could talk about it because now
I mean,
episode 2 was last week. So
yeah.
apparently,
You want to talk about it, man?
the way that Denji fights a human male, it's nuts or nothing. That's literally his fucking quote. It's nuts or nothing, bro. This fucking dude, he started messing with Denji, and he basically kicked Denji's ass and talked about how you need to get the fuck out of here because you don't have the right motivations. And Denji took his ass whooping, and then he was like, "Nah, fuck that." As the guy was walking away, and he fucking ran up to him and kicked him right in the fucking nuts, hard as fuck. I think the guy even fucking threw up a little bit of blood.
he did throw up.
And
He
then
kept kicking him until he puked blood.
he was like, "All right, no, that wasn't like he kicked him, and then he went down." And the guy got up and tried to fight some more, and then Denji just started kicking him in the nuts more and more and more. He fell on the ground. He kept fucking curb stomping his nuts. I was like, bruh, he would not stop going for this dude's nuts. And he was like, yeah, it's nuts or nothing when I fight. And I was like, God damn. That scene, I had to literally, when he kicked him in the nuts the first time, I had to pause the fucking show, and I was dying laughing. And then he just kept doing it.
Like right when he says that it's nuts or nothing, and then the homeboy's walking around, he just fucking just square kicked him in his nuts from behind. I was like, oh shit! And then once dude fell, kicked him again.
He kept kicking him.
Kept kicking on him. I was like, God damn! And he did not stop until dude was like coughing up blood and was laying on the ground. That shit was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that. And then also his motivations, all he wanted to do was fill on some titties. That's his motivations in life, is just fill on some titties.
That's all bad. Even though
But it's kind of
still funny.
it's kind of deserved because like I mean the guy haven't been with a girl ever, like not even like going on a date or like hugging. So like a man got needs, and this guy's got needs. He's gonna do what he can to get them.
Yeah, I'm just saying at the end of episode 3, his needs, and episode 4, his needs better get fulfilled. I'm just saying, promises were made, and then episode 4, if they don't get fulfilled, he deserves to go on a fucking murderous rampage. I'm just saying.
Well, then at the end of episode 2, he meets. Oh no, he's assigned with a new partner, which is a girl, and she's got, I guess, like demon powers too, but like she can smell like blood and stuff like that, and she just goes like she just wants to fucking fight, and she jumps off this fucking building and does like. So if you guys remember Dead Man Wonderland, right?
Yeah,
because that's the first thing that popped in my head. Yeah, she can like blood bend, and so she like she takes her blood and makes like this giant fucking like
hammer,
Harley Quinn sledgehammer.
Yeah.
just demolish this fucking demon. That shit was fucking crazy. I'm like, oh shit, this is where it's gonna go.
Her name is Power, and she is a blood demon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Power.
Yeah. And yeah. Oh, there was a part in the show, I forgot to talk about this, where he's with the other guy. This is episode 2. Yeah, so he walks around, even though he's a chainsaw man, he can like literally have chainsaws for his limbs and his head. He talks about how he has blood loss and he gets like he passes out afterwards, so he doesn't want to use it all the time. So he walks around with a literal hatchet. And so he's out with this guy with a hatchet and he has to go kill some demon and there's some demon and he just kills him real quick and with the hatchet. And then the guy that he's with, he's like, what? He's like, you're not gonna make him suffer. He's like, why don't you use your powers? And he's like, oh yeah, I just want to put out his misery quick. I didn't want to, make a big deal out of it. And then, like after the other guy leaves, he goes, it's because I saw these nudie mags on the floor. And my chainsaw powers would have put blood everywhere on the fucking nudie mags. He's like, he just wanted to see some titties in nudie mags.
And he also told the demon that he killed, like, oh man, because the room that he's in, there's blood all over the place because the demon like killed like their victim or whatever, right? There's blood everywhere except for the nudie mags. And so the fucking Digi's like, oh, I understand what's going on. Like, I didn't want to get these magazines bloody either. So he's like, I'm gonna take these. So the guy who the nutsy crushes was Aki is his name.
Yeah.
AKI. And you can Google Dingy's nuts and just the YouTube videos that are out. But I want to see somebody needs to take that song from Boondocks
Stomping
from
the nuts. Just stomping
the nuts.
Oh, that'd be great.
Somebody needs to make that on here. I wonder if somebody's done it already.
I could probably do it.
I think what's just as funny is like after he kills the demon and the other dude leaves, he's literally planning out titties. Like he's literally sitting
he has
there.
A plan.
Yeah, he's all I need to plan to feel on some titties. And it's all about Mikasa or no, the chick, their handler. He wants to see her titties and he tries to make a plan to see her titties. And it's hilarious. And I'm just like, literally, there's blood everywhere. You're picking up nudie mads and you're trying to see basically your boss. You're trying to see your boss's tits. I was like, this is some wild shit.
Hey, you know what's crazy about Chainsaw Man? I feel like the addition to how thirsty Denji is makes the show too fucking good. Because it's already amazing. Like I was expecting like crazy gore and shit like that, which you get in spades. Amazing animation, you get that in spades. But the addition of how much this dude just wants to fill on some titties just makes it like in a class of their own. Like this is like one of the most fun animes I've ever watched, and it's only on episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there's there's some good animes already out there like right now. Like for me, honestly, I'd rather watch Chainsaw Man than Attack on Titan at this point. And I love Attack on Titan, but Attack on Titan ain't fucking funny. It's depressing.
So, it is. Holy shit.
I mean, that's true. There do be facts. So, but yeah, Chainsaw Man. It's just that he is driven by titties like no other. Like that's his life goal at this moment.
I saw something somebody said recently saying that if anime was to make if you take the concept of a show like an anime and you make that like in real life, like make it with real human beings, that show would not fucking fly. like you can have a show with a fucking teenager kicking some other teenager straight in nuts. Like that shit would not fucking fly whatsoever. But this show is fucking great so far. I need to watch the 3rd episode because it dropped yesterday. But yeah, man, I'm loving the show so far. And you can watch it. It's on Crunchyroll and on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I watched it on Hulu.
I've been watching on Hulu because, like, I think Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War is only on Hulu.
Yeah, it's only on Hulu.
Yeah, and so when I was looking up Chainsaw Man, so now like on Tuesdays when I watch, I watch Chainsaw Man first because I'm of the culture, and then Hulu knows play Bleach right after that. So yeah, and Bleach is also amazing. Like this latest one, well, I'll tell you about it after we're done with talking about Chainsaw Man. But yeah, watch Chainsaw Man.
Dude, so I just watched that scene again where he kicked him in the nuts. And first he needs him. Like that's dude's back turn, he needs him. But then while he's on the ground, he's like, it's nuts or nothing. Wow, nuts or nothing. You hit him like 4 fucking times straight in nuts. I'm like, God. And like if you pause it at a certain area, it doesn't look right. It looks like something from like hentai. Like it's like he's getting tentacle. Like expression on Aki's face. Goddamn. But yeah, man,
his nuts had a bad day.
It's kind of interesting the concept of how he becomes a chainsaw man, like I don't know, just that bond he has with his dog is kind of cool.
Pochita, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the actual story is actually really. I mean, besides like the 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 titty motivation, like the actual story is really cool because he has this really cool chainsaw dog named Pochita, and Denji gets brutally fucking murdered by zombies.
Yes.
And Pochita gives up its life to become his heart, and that's how he becomes. He puts himself back together and becomes Chainsaw Man. I don't know if you noticed this, but in episode 1, before he becomes Chainsaw Man, like he actually has a eye patch on because in the beginning he talks about how he sold a bunch of his organs for money. He sold his nuts, he sold a kidney, he sold his eye, he sold like a bunch of stuff for money. And now when he's Chainsaw Man, he gets his organs back apparently.
Yeah, everything comes back.
Oh, he was also his arm was in a sling, wasn't it?
No.
Was it?
I
don't think so.
No.
His arm wasn't in a sling?
No,
maybe
because he was killing demons. So
he was, but I could have sworn his arm was in a sling at one point. But yeah, he was wearing an eye patch, and then when he gets merged, he's like whole again.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't.
So what's cool?
He has like
I'm not
vampire teeth.
I'm not sure when the manga came out, but like the cosplayers are no fucking joke because like I posted that one video of a guy who has a fucking functioning cosplay Chainsaw Man with the fucking headpiece that actually fucking rotate and his arms are like dude, what the fuck? Like chainsaw or cosplayers make Hollywood look like a fucking joke some of the times, especially when it comes to like your DC shows or like like your TV series.